right, cloud veterans, you're going to want to hear about this, I think. Um, it's Google Cloud's new AI-powered database assistant,
Okay.
Gemini in databases. We're talking optimizing database fleets,
Right.
streamlining workflows,
Uh-huh.
even getting help with those migrations,
Yeah.
all with like a little AI magic,
A
right?
little sprinkle of AI magic.
I think this could change the game a bit for, for your projects and stuff. Let's find out.
I mean, it really could. What's really cool about Gemini is it's not just about, automating things we don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's about like a whole new level of insight and control. And I think that's like really what senior developers and architects are looking for.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, Gemini in databases.
Yes.
It's a suite of AI tools within the larger Gemini for Google Cloud portfolio.
Right.
It's in preview mode right now,
Correct.
which means, early access for us, always a plus. But what does it actually do?
So, I always think of it as having an AI expert like working next to you.
One of the key features is Database Center.
Okay.
It's like a central dashboard for all your databases.
Uh-huh.
So imagine you have a really clear view of the health of all your databases
Uh-huh.
across all your different projects, all in one place. And then you also get AI-powered recommendations.
Wait. So it's not just telling you what's wrong.
Exactly.
It's giving you solutions.
Yeah, that's
Taking that raw data, like turning it into something you can actually work with. It's even integrated with Security Command Center.
oh wow.
You get a really complete picture of like your security posture.
Okay, now I'm picturing myself using this.
Yeah.
So like let's say I'm working on a really complex SQL query,
Yeah.
right? Instead of spending like hours on the syntax and everything,
Yeah.
I can just tell Gemini what I want in plain English.
Yes. That is exactly it.
Okay.
That's Studio Code Assistance.
Okay.
It uses, natural language processing to understand what you're trying to do. And it generates the code for you. So you can imagine like the amount of time saved.
That's huge. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
But what about performance bottlenecks? I mean, we all run into those, right?
Right. So there's enhanced query insights. This one is specific to AlloyDB for PostgreSQL right now,
Okay.
but it analyzes your queries, in real time,
Uh-huh.
figures out what's causing them to slow down, and offers solutions. Like, hey, you should create an index here.
Oh, so it's not just saying like, hey, this query is slow.
No.
It's like it's explaining why.
It's providing that in-context explainability. So
Yeah.
it like breaks down these complex database concepts
Right.
and makes them like actually understandable. You can even see like the query plan.
Oh, wow.
Visualize exactly where that bottleneck is.
All right, I'm sold. I have to ask though, what about security?
Oh, don't worry. Gemini has you covered there. It analyzes your configurations,
Right.
looks for vulnerabilities, and then it's constantly offering these recommendations to, keep your defenses strong. It's like having this AI security consultant, like, just watching over your shoulder all the time.
So it's not just about reacting to threats, it's about preventing them.
Exactly. And don't forget about migrations, Gemini actually helps with code and schema conversion.
Okay.
So it's making that transition from your legacy systems
Yeah.
to cloud optimized databases like Cloud SQL for PostgreSQL
Right.
or AlloyDB for PostgreSQL. Much smoother, less risky, minimizes downtime.
Okay, this all sounds incredible. Where do I even find Gemini? Is it like buried somewhere deep in the Google Cloud console?
No, not at all. It's really well integrated, actually. You can
Okay.
access it from the dedicated Gemini pane, Database Center,
Yeah.
Studio, Query Insights dashboard,
Okay.
even the database migration service.
So it's not just a standalone tool, it's like woven into the whole Google Cloud experience.
Exactly. It's supposed to be part of your workflow.
Smart move. Smart move.
Oh.
Okay, but for me, one of the most interesting parts of all this is the conversational assistance. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah. That's where things get really cool. Like, imagine just asking questions about your database performance, system health,
Mhm.
historical trends, just like plain English.
Yeah.
And getting those AI-powered answers right away is where things get like really interesting, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine like being able to just, ask questions about your database performance,
Yeah.
system health,
Right.
or historical trends,
Right.
all in like plain English.
Yeah.
And getting those AI-powered answers immediately.
Okay. Oh, I have to admit, that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
But are we talking basic questions here, or can it handle like, more complex stuff?
No, it can handle some like pretty complex queries.
Yeah.
For example, you could ask, what was the CPU utilization for this database instance yesterday around 2 p.m.? And Gemini would analyze the data and give you a precise answer.
So I'm getting like specific metrics, not just these like vague overviews.
Exactly.
Okay, that's really useful for like troubleshooting and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
You can ask about trends, anomalies, or even get insights into potential issues before they become like critical. It's like having this AI assistant like constantly monitoring your database fleet and like whispering in your ear
Yeah.
when something needs attention.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But how does this work in practice? Like, is it integrated with specific database types?
Yes. It's currently available for AlloDB for PostgreSQL, Cloud SQL for MySQL, and Cloud SQL for PostgreSQL. And you can access it directly from the Google Cloud Console.
Okay.
And the default time range for queries is the past hour.
Okay. So, like, if I'm troubleshooting a recent issue, I can quickly get the information I need then. What about if I need to go back like further in time, say to analyze a performance trend over the last week?
You can customize the time range for your queries up to 7 days.
Okay.
So that gives you like a lot of flexibility
Yeah.
for, reactive and proactive database management.
That's great for analyzing like historical data and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go back to security for a second.
yeah.
You mentioned earlier that Gemini helps prevent vulnerabilities.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah. So a lot of security issues stem from misconfigurations,
Yeah.
right? Like open firewall ports or overly permissive access controls, things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Gemini is actually designed to like catch these errors
Okay.
by like continuously analyzing your settings and comparing them against best practices.
Well, it's not just about finding those vulnerabilities. It's about offering like guidance on how to fix them.
Right. Gemini will not only flag the issue, but it'll also provide specific actionable recommendations.
Okay.
For example, it might tell you exactly which firewall rule to modify or which access control list to update.
Okay. That's a huge help, especially for like teams who might not have, dedicated security experts.
Yeah,
It's like having that expertise like built right in.
exactly. And because it's all automated, it, takes a lot of the manual work out of like security audits and compliance checks.
Yeah.
You can focus on like higher level security strategy,
Right.
knowing that Gemini's kind of like got your back
Yeah.
when it comes to the like day to day.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Now we touched on migrations earlier.
Yes.
And this is like an area that can be incredibly complex and time consuming,
Yes, very much so.
especially when you're moving from, legacy systems.
Yeah.
How does Gemini actually assist with this process?
So it starts with code and schema conversion.
Go.
Gemini can help translate your existing code and database structures into formats that are compatible with, cloud-optimized databases,
Wow.
like Cloud SQL for PostgreSQL or AlloyDB for PostgreSQL.
Okay.
So this takes, a lot of the manual effort and potential for errors out of the equation.
So it's automating a lot of that like tedious legwork,
Yes.
which frees up like developers to focus on the more intricate aspects of the migration.
Exactly.
Okay. What about actually moving the data?
Right.
Does Gemini assist with that as well?
It does. It integrates with Database Migration Service.
Okay.
And it kind of guides you through the process, provides tools to streamline the data transfer and like minimize downtime.
So it's not just about like getting the data from point A to point B.
No.
It's about ensuring a smooth and successful transition,
Yeah.
with minimal disruption. That's a big deal for, businesses that rely heavily on their data.
Yeah. And, because Gemini is AI powered, it learns from each migration, improving its recommendations and guidance over time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So the whole process just gets like more efficient and less risky.
Okay. Okay, we've talked a lot about like Gemini's capabilities.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to get your take on its potential impact on the role of the database professional.
Right.
Do you see this as like a threat or an opportunity?
Oh, I definitely see it as an opportunity.
Oh.
Look, AI isn't about replacing database professionals.
Right.
It's about like empowering them, you
Yeah.
know? Gemini handles a lot of the like routine tasks
Yeah.
like optimization, security monitoring, even some code generation.
Right.
And that frees us up to focus on like the bigger picture.
So you're saying we move from being like firefighters to being architects?
Exactly. We can focus on things like, data architecture, governance, developing innovative solutions.
Yeah.
We become the strategists,
Right.
the ones, guiding the ship while AI handles the day-to-day.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So it's about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
But it also brings up like an important point. The need for human oversight.
Absolutely. AI is a powerful tool,
Right.
but it's still a tool. Like, we need to set the goals,
Right.
define the parameters, make sure it's being used ethically and responsibly.
Yeah.
It's a partnership,
Right.
not a replacement.
Yeah. And as AI evolves, that partnership becomes even more crucial.
Definitely.
Like, we need to stay ahead of the curve, understand the latest advancements. We need to develop the skills to work effectively with these new technologies.
It's like a call to action for all of us in the field.
Yeah.
Lifelong learning isn't optional anymore. It's essential. We need to be adaptable, embrace new challenges, and just like constantly push the boundaries of what's possible with data.
So where do you see this all heading? What's the future of AI and database management?
Well, I mean, imagine self-optimizing databases, that learn and adapt in real time,
Yeah.
or AI that can like predict and prevent performance issues
Oh, wow.
before they even occur. Maybe even like AI that can generate entire database systems from scratch
Wow.
based on like high-level requirements.
That's pretty mind-blowing. It sounds like we're on the verge of a major transformation in the way we work with data.
We are, and it's a really exciting time to be a part of it.
Yeah.
With AI by our side, we have the potential to like unlock these incredible insights, solve complex problems,
Yeah.
and really create a more data-driven future.
Well said. Well said. And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into Gemini and databases.
Yes.
We hope you found this exploration insightful and you're as excited about the possibilities as we are.
Don't forget to subscribe to Pragmatic Reviews on YouTube. Hit the like button.
Yes.
And leave a comment sharing your thoughts.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of AI-powered database management.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
Until next time.